Okay.
I got RPG. I got
Oh,
RPG.
say. Yeah, I want to see the first person to come here. 20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22 seconds, 23 seconds, 25, 26, 27, no one, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, no one, 34, no one, 36, no one. I'm waiting for the first person. 45, 46, no, 48. 53, no one. Oh my days. Are we going to see somebody today? 1 minute. Oh no. Oh, no one. What do we do now?
Oh my gosh,
I need to start going to their house. I'm coming to your house to let you know I'm live now. Drop your name.
I hate the flare gun. I hate the flare gun.
I give you.
If I get sniper. Oh shit.
I'm still waiting.
Oh, look at my hand.
Oh, today is so slow.
Okay, I want to. No, I don't want to see. I want to just kill you.
Oh no. Oh, someone is here.
She said, "How am I?"
Someone is here. Yeah, we got the first person on this live, Madisi. Yeah. We got the first person in less than 2 minutes. And she is Madisi. Yeah. And the second person is Nisren. Clock it. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I told you I'll be off for 10 minutes. Is it 10? Can you sing for me? No. Unfortunately, I won't be able to sing.
No, you won't.
Not for me. My voice needs to relax. Yeah, it is night. Yeah, it is night for me. A big shout out to Jovi. A big shout out to Amelia. A big shout out to Hannah. A big shout out to Owen. I won't be able to sing, guys. Yeah, I won't be able to sing because it's evening. So I don't want to start shouting. I'll just have to reduce my voice. A big shout out to Valentina. A big shout out to Ima. A big shout out to Bridget. A big shout out to Alice. A big shout out to Alisa. I love your hair and outfit. Oh, thank you so much. Please let's go like and subscribe. A big shout out to Isabella. A big shout out to Leila. A big shout out to Lee. A big shout out to Jasmine. A big shout out to Oliver T. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Hello. Thank you. A big shout out to Regina. A big shout out to Cara. A big shout out to Hannah. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Amira. I subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, let's go subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And don't forget to like. I love you guys. A big shout out to Lily. A big shout out to Eliza. A big shout out to Ava. A big shout out to Autumn. A big shout out to Ima. Have you ever A big shout out to Alison. A big shout out to Amelia. A big shout out to Tanujan. A big shout out to Janet. A big shout out to Mena. Shout out to Cleo or Chloe. Shout out to Lexi. A big shout out to Nadita. Oh, nice to meet you, dear. A big shout out to Grace. A big shout out to Hava. A big shout out to Haley. A big shout out to Lexi. I sub like and my name is. A big shout out to Elisa. Shout out to Destiny. Shout out to Kimba. Shout out to Aksaya. Guys, we shouldn't forget to. Please, we shouldn't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Emmy. You're welcome. A big shout out to Mena. A big shout out to Zariana. A big shout out to Grizzly. Oh, you love my hair. Thank you so much, gorgeous. A big shout out to Ren. A big shout out to Tessa. A big shout out to Piruta.
Okay.
Pirutan. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Kirani from Indonesia. Nice to meet you. Say a big shout out to Lisa Moreno. Shout out to Ati. I love you so much. I love you too. A big shout out to Mena. Shout out to Kiva. Shout out to Sue Team. A big shout out to Isla, all the way from UK. A big shout out to Alia. A big shout out to Rayleigh. Okay, thanks. I saw. Thank you for subbing, darling. A big shout out to Cadence. Homeward. Shout out to Anastasia. You diva, you slay too. A big shout out to Right. A big shout out to Alisa. Shout out to Hello. I love your hair. You slay. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Grace. A big shout out to Bella. Shout out to Anastasia. Please, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Yeah, can we please subscribe? Thank you. And don't forget to like. Can we please take the like up to 20? A big shout out to your lovely friend Elijah. A big shout out to Ethan. Shout out to Legacy. Shout out to Kitty. Shout out to Saya. A big shout out to Maddie. A big shout out to Allison. Happy birthday to you, gorgeous. Shout out to Brooke. Shout out to Hannah. Your voice is beautiful. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Rena. A big shout out to Skylar. Shout out to Malaysia. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Maya. A big shout out to Rainy. A big shout out to Savannah. A big shout out to Sava. A big shout out to Muriel. I subscribe to you. A big shout out to Anna. Shout out to Rosaline. Shout out to Teresa. Shout out to Aubrey. Shout out to Mayla. Shout out to Afsa. Shout out to Jessie. A big shout out to Isley. A big shout out to Tasmia. Shout out to Ishmael. Shout out to Willow. Shout out to Queen Dressa. Shout out to Jessie. Shout out to Millie. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to Jessie. Shout out to Kara. Shout out to Raven. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Kay. Shout out to Abigail. Thank you so much. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Amira. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Elmira. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Stacy. Shout out to Queen. Queen what? Thank you. Shout out to KK. Thank you so much. Shout out to EGG Egg. Shout out to Mena. Shout out to Teresa. God. Shout out to Misri. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Ariana. Shout out to Brooke. Shout out to Emilia. Shout out to Gabby. Shout out to Sarah Grace. Yeah, can we go subscribe, please? Please, if you haven't subscribed, please let's go subscribe. Please let's go sub. A big shout out to Iyash. Shout out to Emilia. Shout out to Elia. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Ahmad. Shout out to Raze. Shout out to Aisha. Shout out to a big shout out to Mena. Shout out to Clay. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to Hashfa. Shout out to Sonia. Happy birthday, Sonia. Shout out to Darling. Shout out to Daisy. Shout out to Annette. Shout out to Fennet. Shout out to Tala. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to Manon. Yeah, your birthday's tomorrow. I'll sing for you tomorrow, okay? Shout out to Julian. Shout out to Landy. Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to Kinley. Shout out to Julian. Shout out to Yonche. Shout out to Mawan. Shout out to Gaylu. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Delilah. Shout out to Georgie. Shout out to Hamza. Shout out to Ariel. Shout out to Gracie. You love my hair. Thank you so much. Shout out to Adan. Shout out to Kendra. Shout out to Damari. You like and subscribe. Thank you so very much. Please put down your name. Let me give you a shout out. Yeah, guys, if you're new here, a big shout out to you. Please, we shouldn't forget to subscribe. A big shout out to Abdullah. A big shout out to Kayla. A big shout out to Sonia. A big shout out to Junior. Shout out to Kenda. Shout out to Debbie. You're welcome. Shout out to Anya. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Listen. Brad, please give me the phone. Guys, let's go subscribe. Thank you so much. Eh? Okay. Shout out to Floppy. Shout out to Serenity. Oh my God, thank you. I'm crying. You subscribe. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Sultan. Shout out to Lily Mai. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Shout out to Aria. Shout out to Ivy. Shout out to Adi. Shout out to Sandra. A big shout out to Anna. Shout out to Aria. Shout out to Liam. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Lina. Shout out to Chloe. Shout out to Floppy. Shout out to Kaylee. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Asa Nasa. Shout out to Harmony. Shout out to Victor. Shout out to As Nasa. Shout out to Rosalie. Shout out to Reagan. Please let's go subscribe. Thank you. I love you all. Please let's go subscribe and like. Can we take the like to 40? If you are just joining and you have not subscribed, please let us like and sub. Thank you. Can we go like and subscribe? Thank you so much. A big shout out to Rianne. A big shout out to Levy. A big shout out to Mara. A big shout out to Vincent. A big shout out to Ashley. A big shout out to Iris. A big shout out to Catherine. A big shout out to Venita. Shout out to Colin. Shout out to Helly. Shout out to Rosaline. Shout out to Hapa. Shout out to Zakai. Yeah. Please let's go subscribe and like. Can we take the like up to 40? I need 2 amazing persons to take the like up to 40. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Amari. A big shout out to Gabby. Shout out to Isabel. A big shout out to Michaela. A big shout out to Jasmine. Oh, a big shout out to Nova. A big shout out to Cash Marys. A big shout out to Yoko. A big shout out to Ariel. Shout out to Leo. Shout out to Joe Boy. Shout out to Priscilla. A big shout out to Hella. A big shout out to Kara. Shout out to Inara. A big shout out to Freya. Shout out to Adriana. Shout out to Danielle. Shout out to Darren. Shout out to Chi Chi. Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to Rory. Rory. Shout out to Isla. Shout out to Joe Boy. Let's go. Shout out to Stacy. Shout out to Cousin and me. Shout out to Chloe. You're welcome, Savior. Shout out to Delilah. Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Leo. Please let's go like and subscribe. Yeah, guys, let's go like and subscribe. Shout out to Hinsley. Shout out to Emily. Oh my God, thank you. You're welcome, gorgeous. A big shout out to Jolisha Roando Hamad. A big shout out to Chloe. Shout out to Ketseye. Guys, can we take the like up to 50? Please, thank you. Let's like and subscribe. Let's take the like to 50 and please let's subscribe. A big shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Candy. Shout out to Easy. I think it was in total 101. A big shout out to Lola. A big shout out to Alicia. Guys, please, if you have not subscribed, please let's go subscribe and like. Can we please take the like up to 60? Please let's take the like up to 60 and please let's subscribe. A big shout out to Candy. A big shout out to Jean. Shout out to Katalaya. Shout out to Iya. Okay, shout out to Olivia. A big shout out to Jomana. A big shout out to Isaac. Shout out to Cassin. Shout out to Noala. Shout out to Aliyah. Shout out to Oma. Shout out to Penny. Shout out to Isla. Shout out to Fatima Girl. Shout out to Sam. Please let's take the like up to 70. Please guys, let's take the like up to 70. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let's like and subscribe, guys. Drop your names back to back. Let's go. Shout out to Onta. Please let's go subscribe. If you are new here, let me know you're new and I will welcome you specially. A big shout out to Teddy. A big shout out to Logan. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Ariet. Shout out to Toby. You're welcome, Ima. A big shout out to Sevi. A big shout out to Leila. You're welcome, darling. Shout out to Gabby. Big shout out to Mangi. Shout out to Masin. Shout out to Mena. A big shout out to Lily. A big shout out to Mena. Shout out to Ima. Please let's go subscribe. Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you, everyone. A big shout out to Maya. Shout out to Cheesy. Shout out to Lucy. Okay, shout out to Harvey. Please let's go subscribe and like. Can we take the like up to 75, please? A big shout out to Maria. A big shout out to Penelope. Big shout out to Said. Big shout out to Ella. A big shout out to Seb. A big shout out to Lily. A big shout out to Freya. Big shout out to Pesley. Big shout out to Zlanta. Shout out to Mira. Shout out to Rayleigh. Shout out to Robert. Big shout out to Patrick. Guys, if you have not subscribed, please let's sub and let's like. Let's go subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please drop your names back to back. I'll give you a shout. Please let's go subscribe. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Sophia. A big shout out to Adi. You're welcome. A big shout out to Naomi. A big shout out to Omon. A big shout out to Mila. A big shout out to Mena. A big shout out to Hallis. Shout out to Sarah. Steve. Stewards. A big shout out to Sharon. A big shout out to Freya. Shout out to Tiago. A big shout out to Ava. A big shout out to Sebastian. A big shout out to Damo. A big shout out to Scarlett. A big shout out to Reese. Shout out to Natalie. Shout out to Hallis. Shout out to Violet. A big shout out to Han. Wageba. Shout out to shout out to Hapa. I can't hear you. Can't you hear me? You want me to scream? A big shout out to Holly. Guys, can you hear me? A big shout out to Fatma. A big shout out to Rose. Shout out to Shara. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Guys, please, let's take just 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds to go like and subscribe. Please, let's sub, guys. Let's go. Just 10 seconds to sub. It's free. Just free to sub, please. Let's sub. Thank you. And after you've done that, drop your names back to back. I'll give you a shout out. You're welcome. A big shout out to Ivy. A big shout out to Bella. A big shout out to Jasmine. A big shout out to Ali. A big shout out to Alice. Please let's go like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. A big shout out to Hadi. A big shout out to Walt. A big shout out to Sienna. A big shout out to Jasmine. A big shout out to Isabel. A big shout out to Tiagan. A big shout out to Bessie. A big shout out to Sydney. Shout out to Itzel. Lovely names, lovely, lovely, lovely names. Guys, let's go subscribe. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Savannah. Shout out to Damari. A big shout out to Giovanni. A big shout out to Hella. A big shout out to Mangi. A big shout out to Kata. Shout out to Damari. A big shout out to Super. A big shout out to ADC. A big shout out to Ajana. Shout out to Amaya. Shout out to Lila. Oh, shout out to Rose Liane. Shout out to Supali. Oh, shout out to Sapphire. Shout out to Mango. Shout out to Grace. Shout out to Shan. Please let's go like and subscribe. Can we take the like up to 100? Thank you so much. Let's go, 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 go. Let's go, 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 go. Let's subscribe, guys. A big shout out to Rosie. A big shout out to Addy. A big shout out to Cashley. A big shout out to Robert. A big shout out to Kirsten. Shout out to Ham. Please let's subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, let's just take 10 seconds to subscribe and to like. Can we take the like up to 100? Please let's like and subscribe. Then you pull down your names back to back. A big shout out to Frankie. A big shout out to Selena. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Nali. Shout out to Fata. Shout out to Aiden. Shout out to Weye. Shout out to Kadiato. Shout out to Faith. Shout out to Naviana. Shout out to Dino. Shout out to Alessa. Shout out to Landon. Shout out to Brinton. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Aubrey. Shout out to Nolan. Shout out to Chloe. Imavie. Shout out to Cassie. Imavie. Shout out to Octopus. Guys, please let's take the like up to 100. And please let's subscribe. Shout out to Anne and Jinsung. Shout out to Elizabeth. Shout out to Sky. A big shout out to Stay Forever. Shout out to Megan. Shout out to Yuma. Shout out to Kaylee. Shout out to Reagan. Shout out to Sky. Shout out to Otili. Guys, please let's take 10 seconds to go like and subscribe. Can we take the like up to 100? I just need 2 amazing person that will take the like to 100. Just 2. And please don't forget to subscribe. A big shout out to Jessica. A big shout out to Dalen. Shout out to Yumna. Shout out to Hillary. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Zodi. Shout out to Karam. Shout out to Woni Young. Shout out to Abdullah. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Karam. Shout out to Keira. Shout out to Annie. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Gracie. Shout out to Cora. Shout out to Melody. Shout out to Gemma. Shout out to Cheesy. Shout out to Aliyah. Shout out to Dino. Shout out to Melody. Shout out to Sadie. Shout out to Ethan. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to Jackson. Shout out to Eliza. Shout out to Lulu. Shout out to Farah. Shout out to Dailin. Shout out to Lara. Shout out to Rowan. Shout out to Laya. Shout out to Paola. Shout out to Jojo. Shout out to Jolene. Shout out to Chloe. Guys, let's go subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please let's go subscribe. Guys, let's subscribe. Thank you. Please just take 10 seconds. I don't think it's up to 10 seconds to sub. Yeah, just 10 seconds of your time. Just to click on the sub button and also to like. Thank you, gorgeous. Then you put down your name. A big shout out to Cameron. A big shout out to Sharon. Shout out to Salvatora. big shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Bob. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Erin. Shout out to Soil. Shout out to Gabriel. Shout out to Nico. Shout out to Leah. Shout out to JCP. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to Amina. Shout out to Paige. Shout out to Painting. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Ima. A big shout out to Afi. Shout out to Alani. Shout out to Bailey. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Octopus. Shout out to Taya. A big shout out to Vivo. Shout out to Keira. Shout out to Isabel. Shout out to Nasi. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Let's take 10 seconds to subscribe. Thank you. 10 seconds to subscribe, please. Guys, let's go subscribe. Shout out to Penelope. A big shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Nora. Shout out to Ethan. Shout out to Poppy. Shout out to Kenda. Shout out to Nodo. Shout out to Vivienne. Shout out to Young Bloob. Shout out to Zara. Shout out to Neri. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Orina. Shout out to Alan. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Ivanka. Shout out to Kavan. Shout out to Jax. Shout out to Pipa. Shout out to Luzio. Shout out to Ivanka. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Marvin. Shout out to Zoya. Shout out to Nash. Shout out to Sana. Shout out to Nora. Shout out to Yulia. Shout out to LB. Guys, if you have not subscribed, please let's go subscribe. Thank you so much, gorgeous. Can we take the like up to 130? Thank you. Let's take the like up to 130. Yeah, and please let's subscribe. Shout out to Tatum. Shout out to Nicolette. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Aria. Shout out to Azep. Shout out to Ami. Shout out to Gabby. Shout out to Ivanka. Shout out to Alexandra. Shout out to Elliot. Shout out to Arlene. A big shout out to Hedy. A big shout out to Kata. Shout out to Layla. Shout out to Broke. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Aurora. Shout out to Liana. Shout out to Shilin. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Isla. Shout out to Etnin. A big shout out to Otto. Shout out to Sinesis. You put that again. A big shout out to Tilly. Big shout out to Armani Paka. Shout out to Nob. Shout out to Max. Shout out to Lilani. A big shout out to Orta. Shout out to Hala. Shout out to Scarlett. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Haz. Shout out to Armani. Guys, can we take the like up to 140? And please let's subscribe. Guys, please let's go subscribe. Just 10 seconds. 10 seconds is too much. Yeah, please just 10 seconds. Let's go subscribe quickly. 10 seconds to like and subscribe. I need two more person to take it to 140, please. The like up to 140, and don't forget to subscribe. A big shout out to Brailin. A big shout out to Anali. Shout out to Nicola. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Myla. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Paulina. Shout out to Royalty. Shout out to Yasmin. Shout out to Zoomies. Shout out to Hadla. Shout out to Senna. Shout out to Amara. Shout out to Vada. Shout out to Emory. Shout out to Coral. Shout out to Anora. Shout out to King. Shout out to Zion. Guys, please let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Please let's go like and subscribe. Let's do that quickly. I think 2 seconds should be okay. A big shout out to Nala. A big shout out to Aubrey. Shout out to Tiffy. You're welcome. Shout out to Evie. Shout out to Nali. Shout out to Maisie. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Faith. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to Charlotte. Shout out to Paris. A big shout out to Jasley. Oh, thank you so much. Shout out to Charlotte. Shout out to Skylar. Shout out to Omo Wumi. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Myru. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Uriel. Shout out to Lizette. Shout out to Rumi. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Kaden. Guys, please let's go like and subscribe. Yeah, let's just take 5 seconds. Yeah, not up to 5 seconds. You're done. Please let's like and let's subscribe. Can we take the like up to 160, please? Yeah, let's take the like up to 160. Thank you. A big shout out to Josh. Shout out to Joshua. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Desmond. Shout out to Kamani. Kama. Shout out to Kono. Shout out to Zion Zen Orion. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Poppy. Shout out to your sister Cora. Shout out to Javon. Thank you for subscribing. Aww. Shout out to Posey. Shout out to Connor. Shout out to Joshua. Shout out to Stacy. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Ravon. Shout out to Abby. Shout out to Zara. Shout out to Mozan. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Cassidy. Shout out to David. Shout out to Colton. Shout out to Rastine. Shout out to Elizabeth Grinder. Shout out to Temperate. Shout out to London. Shout out to Massin. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to Tamprint. Shout out to Kenyan. Shout out to Kali. Shout out to Suli. Guys, let's go subscribe. Let's take 5 seconds to quickly subscribe and like. Yeah, let's take the like to 165. Yeah, let's just take 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. To please like and subscribe. A big shout out to Seb. A big shout out to Leela. A big shout out to Kathy. A big shout out to Sophia. My dog is fan for you. Thank you, doggy. A big shout out to Brianna. Is your dog watching me? A big shout out to Sophia. A big shout out to Jeremiah. Shout out to Neil. Shout out to Gibson. Shout out to Madison. Shout out to Deacon. Shout out to Monica. Shout out to Nia. Shout out to John. Shout out to Pla. Shout out to Kiara. No, Kyra. Shout out to Ebziba. Shout out to Azel. Shout out to Tobe. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Gazelle. Shout out to Aggie. Angie. Shout out to Adley. Shout out to Kinley. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to Rory. Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Madison. Shout out to Angeline. Shout out to Madeline. Shout out to Juba. Shout out to Easy. Shout out to Lyric. Shout out to Shandon. Shout out to Bronx. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Jackson. Shout out to Olajumoke. Shout out to Casey. Shout out to Toby. Shout out to Samantha. Shout out to Locked. Shout out to Brini. Shout out to Josie. Shout out to Ruby. My dog likes your video. That's nice. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Josie. Guys, if you have not subscribed, please let's go sub. Yeah, please let's go subscribe and like. Can we take the like up to 170? Just 5 seconds. Please let's go subscribe, guys. Just 5 seconds. Let's go, let's go. Please, we should be quick about it so that we can carry on with the shout out. Yeah, let's be quick about it. Guys, let's go subscribe. 1, 2, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Let's go, 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 go. Please let's subscribe so we can carry on. A big shout out to Owen. A big shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Elsa. Shout out to Francis. Shout out to Jasoni Haha. Shout out to Stally. A big shout out to Gigu. Oh, sorry. A big shout out to Alexander. A big shout out to Vahed. A big shout out to Dave. A big shout out to Genesis. A big shout out to Dominion. Shout out to Tamba. Shout out to Gavin. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Angelina. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Layla. Shout out to Sian Combe. Shout out to Cecilia. Shout out to Shady. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Liliana. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Donna. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Wifria. Shout out to Kim. Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Nature. Shout out to Nico. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Selena. Shout out to Asuneli. Shout out to Jasa. Guys, we are not subscribing. Please, let's go subscribe. You're welcome, Justin. You're welcome. Shout out to Tamba. Please, let's take just 2 seconds. We are done. Click on the subscribe button and also click on the like button. Then you drop your name. Yeah, that's it. When you come in, you like, you subscribe, then you drop your name. Yeah, guys, let's go subscribe. We are not subscribing at all. Okay, a big shout out to Taylors. Please, if you have subscribed, please drop your names, okay? And also, let's like. A big shout out to Alina. A big shout out to Tan. A big shout out to Saint Lebby. Oh my days. A big shout out to Anna. A big shout out to Zoe. A big shout out to Emily. A big shout out to Selena. Shout out to Jordan. I love your outfit. It's just a blanket. So I'm just using the blanket on my outfit. Yeah. Shout out to Madison. A big shout out to Paige. A big shout out to Pagos. A big shout out to Alasto. Shout out to Mangi. Shout out to Alasto. Shout out to Allison. Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Felicia. Shout out to Tina. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Jasper. Shout out to Gibson. Shout out to School Dan. Shout out to Hattie. Shout out to Sierra. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Rafi. Shout out to Johnny Boy. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Mali. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Estine. Shout out to Jalia. Shout out to Joanita. Shout out to Rafi. Shout out to Vineyard. Please, guys, let's take 10 seconds to like and to subscribe. Yeah, can we take the likes to 200? Can we take the like up to 200? And please, let's subscribe. Thank you. I'm waiting. Guys, let's subscribe. Just 10 seconds, please. Yeah, please let's subscribe. 10 seconds, then we continue. Please let's subscribe. Thank you. Olówórí Naredo, Naredo, Nawari. Olówórí Naredo. A big shout out to Haley. A big shout out to Elena. A big shout out to Preet. Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to Lacia. Shout out to Joycey. Shout out to King. Shout out to Aurora. Shout out to Isabella. Shout out to Jessie. Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to Kenzie. Shout out to Emilia. Shout out to Maxine. A big shout out to Rita. Shout out to Catalina. Shout out to Jillian. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to King. Shout out to Adeline. Shout out to Delani. Shout out to Kirsten. Shout out to Bendova. Shout out to Ima. Shout out to Shonza. Shout out to Javion. Shout out to Saba. Shout out to Rayleigh. Shout out to Annie. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Saban. Shout out to Michaela. Shout out to Kenton. Shout out to Annie. Shout out to Cassidy. Shout out to Copra. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Mackenzie. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Lily. Shout out to Holland. Shout out to Avery. Shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to Minera. Shout out to Mackenzie. Shout out to Addie. Shout out to Ashida. Shout out to Jasira. Shout out to Ruby. Shout out to Stella. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Rita. Okay, guys, let's take 10 seconds to go like and to subscribe. Yeah, 10 seconds to like and subscribe. Let's do it quickly. Thank you. Yeah, please let's go like and subscribe. Let's go, 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 go. Yeah, please let's like and subscribe. Thank you. A big shout out to Amy. Yeah, have we done it? Have we like and subscribe so I can carry on? A big shout out to Adam. Guys, have you like and subscribe? Yeah, Adam, have you subscribed? My daughter's name is Kiara. I subscribe, okay. Thank you. A big shout out to Nikki. A big shout out to Heavenly. A big shout out to Neha. Shout out to Elon. Shout out to Mahen. Shout out to Ren. A big shout out to Shelby. Shout out to Kiara. Is that what you're asking for a name? Okay, that's okay. Thank you for that. What's your talent? I have a lot of talent. I dance. I eat. I sleep. I sing sometimes. A big shout out to Mava. Shout out to Mari. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Nazani. Shout out to Valentina. Shout out to James. Guys, let's go like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Guys, we are not subscribing. Please, let's go subscribe. Guys, we are not subscribing. Please, let's go subscribe, guys. Yeah, I just think it's not fair. Someone is giving you a shout out. You won't even like. You won't even say thank you. You know, you won't even subscribe. Like, because I stream every day. Yeah, I stream every day. So I just think it's not fair. It doesn't cost anything to sub. It doesn't cost anything to like. A big shout out to Adam. A big shout out to Nazani. A big shout out to Ima. A big shout out to Cassin. Shout out to Pixie. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Priscilla. Shout out to Vade. Shout out to Zoe. Everyone sub, please. Thank you so much, dear. Shout out to Sharon's. Shout out to Rema. Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Emery. Shout out to Rima. Shout out to Hassan. Shout out to Nazar. Shout out to Zoe. Shout out to Aija. A big shout out to Adam. Shout out to Silva. Thank you. Shout out to Kaya. Shout out to Bia. Guys, please let's go subscribe. Thank you so much. Yeah, can we sub? Thank you. Shout out to Dana. Shout out to Abraham. Shout out to Robin Alex. Guys, please let's go like and subscribe. Thank you. Shout out to Kate Hoodboard. Yeah, guys. Shout out to Shebby. Shout out to Aki. Someone is asking me if I'm a Muslim. I'm sorry, I won't answer that question anymore. Yeah, because I've noticed that when I answer the question, more things start coming in, and anything religious, religious issues, I'm not up for it. I don't have strength for it. Let's leave it for God to judge. I'm not God. So please don't ask me if I'm a Muslim or a Christian. I won't answer you. Anything religious, religious problem, please, I don't have strength for that. Okay? So I end up talking, convince, no, I'm not, I don't have that strength. Yeah, a big shout out to Greenlee. A big shout out to Fazene. A big shout out to Clarin. What will it be, Meji? Meji, I saw your question. So what will I be? A big shout out to Havre. A big shout out to Marie. A big shout out to Charlie and Kennedy. A big shout out to Alice. A big shout out to Aliyah. Shout out to Ima. Shout out to Ganesh. Shout out to Alice. I love your hair, Gaily. Thank you, gorgeous. A big shout out to Adam. Shout out to Lucky Strike River. So I'm waiting for your answers. Guys, please let's go like and sub. Mechi. What? Why did you say so? Yeah, Mechi, why did you say so? Yeah, why? Are you really convinced about it, or you just want to say it? Yeah, why did you say so? Or are you a prophet? A big shout out to Jaffa. Big shout out to Nora. Shout out to Julie Plays. Please let's go like and subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Please let's go subscribe. We are not subscribing at all. Yeah, we are not. Don't forget to tell your friends, to tell a friend, to tell somebody, to tell somebody to subscribe. Yeah, please tell your friend. You can share my videos. Yeah, you can do, yeah, all those. Tell your friends to come and subscribe as well. Let them be happy. What's your favorite color? Oh, I would say white. But I love varieties. So I'm not just keen on white alone. A big shout out to Amy. Kiki, you okay? Absolutely. It's just night. It's not midnight now, it's evening. So I'm just trying to reduce my voice and my activity. I'm trying to calm down a bit. I don't want to shout. A big shout out to Alexandra. Don't give up. Oh, Meji, thank you. Meji, did you answer me? I said, why did you think so? A big shout out to Rohan Chase. Shout out to Kira. Shout out to Kaylin. You are so slay. Thank you. Shout out to Mia. I'm kinda new, but you have up. No, I don't have a pet. Kiki, I only said. Big shout out to Habi. Okay, noted. A big shout out to Ishani. Meji, you are pulling my legs. A big shout out to Ellie. A big shout out to Golan. A big shout out to Valin. A big shout out to Siren. A big shout out to Kaylee. A big shout out to Millie. Guys, let's go subscribe. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Alina. A big shout out to Jania. Shout out to Grizzly. Shout out to Melanie. A big shout out to Jessica and Jude. Thank you for subbing. Big shout out to Lana. JJ is my new subscriber. Thank you so much. I like your nails. Thank you so much. Shout out to Setayesh. Shout out to Agatha. Shout out to Adam. Yeah, I quite understand. Yeah. Yeah, I quite understand. And I wasn't mad. I wasn't angry. I wasn't mad at the questions. Yeah, yeah, I can only get, tired, especially when the person keep repeating it, and I said, sorry, I don't want to, but the person keep asking. That is when I can be so tired about everything. So, but I wasn't really mad. Yeah, yeah, people just ask you, are you a Christian or a Muslim? And when you answer them, it's another story. Especially when you are not in their religion. Yeah, especially when you are not in their religion, they start asking you why, that this one is better than this one. Yeah, that this one is better, this one is greater. Yeah, and it gets me pissed. So there's no point saying it. A big shout out to Selena. Yeah, let me read your comment again. Only reason I asked was because I didn't know. It's all right. You can literally you can literally communicate without using a swear word. I will do appreciate that. So I don't appreciate swear word when when you're giving out information or you're communicating. Yeah, so yeah, putting a swear word in your comments, like you're literally insulting me, and it's not acceptable. You can pass your comment, oh, you feel this way, you feel this way. And I'll tell you, you don't need to be feeling that way, because honestly, yeah, sometimes I don't remember all these things. When I go live, when I'm done, I'm done. I don't put it too hard. I don't take it too far. I don't even know who spoke to me. That's the most, when it comes to that. So don't take it personal. And when you are when you are communicating and you're passing out information, you're saying something, try not to add swear word, because I don't like it. I won't use it on you. You don't use it on me. A big shout out to Maya. A big shout out to Emily. A big shout out to Liam. A big shout out to Abby. Yeah, I've told you that I'm not. Yeah, I told you that I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anyone. I have no reason to be. So let's just leave it at that. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not nothing. Okay? I try to explain to you that yeah, I'm not mad. So yeah, just leave it at that, please. A big shout out to Rita. A big shout out to Maya. A big shout out to Gomez Sabzi. A big shout out to Selena. What happened? Nothing, Liam. Nothing. Honestly, I can't even remember. Okay. The thing is, there are some questions I don't like answering. Yeah, and because if I answer them, people start, I just said something just now, so I don't want to start repeating it. People start saying, why are you not this? Why are you not that? And it's so, it's so stressful for me. Okay, I just believe we just have to respect individuals' decision in life, especially when we are adults. So if you decide to do this, yeah, let them do it. So yeah, so nothing really much. I can't even remember myself. Guys, a big shout out to Safa. Please forget about that, girl. Please let's move on. Drop your name. Let me give you a shout out. Yeah, I'm not mad. I don't hold anything. Trust me. I cross my heart. A big shout out to Gabriela. A big shout out to Liam. A big shout out to Elisa. A big shout out to Cosro. Let's go. A big shout out to Ari. I am back from yesterday. Ari, you're welcome back. Guys, please let's go like and subscribe. Don't listen to the haters. I don't care if you hate me. I will be on your channel. Thank you. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. She's not an hater, okay? She's just emphasizing on an issue. Probably the way I responded to the question, she felt I was mad at her. And I'm trying to explain, I'm not mad, trust me. I have no right to be mad. I'm just trying to make you understand that some question, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, and let's leave it at that. But she's still stressing it. I'm this, I've done that. How will I be? Let's forget, please. And let's move on. Please. Please, please, please. A big shout out to Ocean. A big shout out to Ava. A big shout out to Vahid. A big shout out to Gerard. A big shout out to... Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have 4. I have 4 siblings. A big shout out to Olivia. A big shout out to Deborah. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. Shout out to Julie. Shout out to Mark and Hannah. Wow, a lot of siblings, yeah. And full. But yeah, we are 4. We ought to be 4, but one is twin. My last, yeah, my mom's last child are twin. So that makes it, we are now 5. So we ought to be 4, but they came as twins. uh, a big shout out to Ava. I have 6 siblings, you see. So we are not many at all. Somebody just said they are 6. You see someone that will say we are 10. Someone will say they are 7. So 4 is not too much. Yeah, I just think it's because they are twin. Maya is sad. Please don't be sad. A big shout out to Yasmi. I'm just trying to reduce my voice. Normally, I do shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to reduce my voice because it's a bit late. So, probably that's why some persons are sad. Guys, let's go subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll also end the live. Oh, you're tired. Okay, darling. Good night. I'll also end as well. Yeah, guys, I'll also end. A big shout out to Sharon. Shout out to Gamba. Shout out to Paola. Please, good night, darling. Please don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe, okay? Yeah, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow to give you another shout out. A big shout out to Shadi. Shout out to Athena. Shout out to Seda. Shout out to throw out to Lenny. Yeah, the honest truth is that the honest truth is that the the person that was commenting that probably I appear mad at her, that I was mad at her. I don't keep all those, I don't keep all that. I don't keep record of that. She might have gone now. Tomorrow when tomorrow she might join the live. She will drop her name. I'll still give her a shout out. I won't even know she was the one that typed, that was, chatting this evening. So it's just like that. I don't keep record of whatever, has happened. I have 6,000 subscribers. So I will now be keeping everyone's name and record. No, now. That's too much for me to handle. That's too much. 6,000 subscribers. How will I know your names and what you have said? I don't want my head to catch fire. So yeah, she doesn't understand. Some people, the more you explain to them, the more they get upset. I'm trying to say, just forget. I don't hold anything. Forget about it and let's move on. So, guys, it is what it is. Okay, guys, I'll be ending now. So please, if you have not subscribed, please let's go subscribe. And yeah, just know I love you all. Yeah, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you for always coming to chat. Yeah, sometimes we chat, sometimes I give shout outs. It's always fun, and every day it's a different day. We always have one thing or the other to be thankful for. So I'm always happy. I'm always looking forward to every day, going live every day. So thank you so much, guys. A big shout out to Kenya. So I'll be ending now. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that, yeah, you can see me tomorrow when I go live. Okay. Yeah. I love you all. Thank you so much. Sweet dreams. I think in America, this is 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So it should be like 6, 5 o'clock in America. So that's evening. Guys, do you want me to continue? I know you always say yes, 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 yes. Yeah, have a great day. In America, they should be in yeah, it should be like 5 p.m. there, 5 and 6 p.m. So I'm in the UK, so this is UK time, 10:49 p.m. Sierra, your friend. Okay. Australia, it is 9:50 a.m. Yeah, you're right. Australia is about 12 hours different. Yeah, Australia, I think 12 hours difference. Imagine 9 a.m. in the morning. That's 12 hours, Australia. Okay, Phoebe. I was here yesterday and the day before. Thank you for coming. A big shout out to Guitar Pro. Big shout out to Olivette. Guys, I posted a video, appreciation video, really. So we can go have a look. Yeah, just to say thank you. And a lovely cupcake. I ate that on your behalf. So sorry. Yeah, it won't go round. But I had that on your behalf. And thank you so much for your support. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to come with your friend. Let them subscribe. Your mom, your dad, your family. Yes. So can we go now? Ella is still writing her name. Phoebe is still writing his name. Zofia, you are still here. Bogali, Madison. I remember you, Ella, pretty Ella. Thank you so much. I'll miss you all. Thank you so much. It was a great day, really. Yeah, it was. Shout out to Rosia. Shout out to Randy. Oh, I love you too. Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Marcy. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you, Leila. I love your channel. Thank you so much, Sade. Xavier Maria Ada Whiteley. I saw banner like. Thank you, Sade. Please don't forget to share with other people to come in, okay? Jesus loves you too. Thank you. Stay blessed. Bless you all. Stay blessed. I love you. Sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow. So I need to go now. Let me go have a rest. Then tomorrow I won't be streaming in the morning. I won't be streaming in the morning. I won't be streaming in the afternoon. So I'll be streaming in the evening. So I might stream twice. I'll stream in the evening, probably 6 to 8, then 9 to 11. So I'll stream twice in the evening, okay? I love you. Thank you. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, how are you? Yeah, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving now. I'll come back tomorrow. You guys don't want me to go. It's like Jennifer is just coming. She's calling me. Guys, excuse me. I need to... Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Okay, guys. Yeah, guys, please let's go subscribe. Yeah, bore. And Cookie say do not go. Yeah, please let's go subscribe, guys.
That's why people they sleep sleeping.
A big shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Amy.
Complete your tax now. Miss me.
Ah, no, wow. Okay, let me just stay for.
May
Yeah, let me just stay for some time.
24. Do you want to get down for something?
Guys, please. I'll fit for this. But before you know it, you win. Okay, a big shout out to Phoebe. People don't want me to go. Okay, let me just stay for some time. You like my hair? Thank you, Dino. Please let's go like and subscribe. A big shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Azza. Shout out to Mia. Shout out to Julie. Shout out to Hash. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Briston. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, guys, please let's like. Can we take the like up to 230, please? Can we take the like up to 230? And please let's subscribe. Shout out to Austin, K. Marie Rose. Shout out to Christy. Shout out to Ella. Shout out to Lou Jan. Shout out to Ungai. Azza. Oh, Miss Fire. Shout out to Jada. Shout out to Bella. Shout out to Erelina.
This guy see this send me message. Maxwell. Maxwell for the relocation.
Yeah, what you talk?
And
No,
this
sir, say the this thing not there with her.
be waiting.
Say they Bini. Say they Bini. Result or something, I don't know.
He never first send to.
Okay, big shout out to Cookie Queen. Yeah, Alia. Guys, shout out to Constanza. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Kat. Shout out to Alia. Shout out to Lana. Shout out to Cameron. Shout out to Indiana. Shout out to Kath. Shout out to Amara. Thank you for subbing. Guys, please let's go subscribe. Okay, she can give so okay. A big shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Ames. Shout out to Linton. Oh, thank you, Phoebe. Shout out to Kaden. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to JC. Shout out to Linton. Guys, please let's go subscribe. We are not subscribing, no. We are not subscribing. Please let's go subscribe, please. Please, 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 and please, 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 and please. Let's go subscribe. Yeah, you're not subscribing. It's not fair. Shout out to Trisha, Trish. Shout out to Delani. Shout out to Emily. I love your hair. Thank you so much. Guys, please let's go subscribe. We are not subscribing, guys. That's not fair. Yeah, we are not subscribing. Not good. It doesn't cost anything, and it doesn't cost anything for me to give you a shout out. That's why I'm doing it. So why not? Why not you? A big shout out to Ivy. We don't have to subscribe. Yes, you don't have to. The same way, you don't also have to be here, and you don't have to drop your name for shout out. It's as simple as that. A big shout out to Amelie. A big shout out to Princeton. A big shout out to Delali. A big shout out to Anna. A big shout out to Chloe. Chloe sub. Thank you so much. Thank you, George, for subbing. A big shout out to George. A big shout out to Ariana. A big shout out to Hallie. I like your style. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Hallie. A big shout out to Diwani. A big shout out to Indiana. She's so quiet. Are you sure I'm quiet? A big shout out to Abby. A big shout out to Chloe. A big shout out to No Tips. A big shout out to Justine. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. Shout out to Brayla. Shout out to Charlotte. I love how quiet you are. You don't like the lousy part of me. Oh my God. You don't like the lousy part of me, right? I think that is what you're trying to say. A big shout out to Emilia. A big shout out to Victoria. A big shout out to Sammy. A big shout out to Jacoby. Oh, thank you, Cookies Queen. A big shout out to Painting. A big shout out to Victoria. I love everything of you, but not the lousy parts. Yeah, once in a while, someone just shout. Once in a while, you just be calm. Yeah, guys, let's go subscribe. Yeah, I think I've tried. I've had it some time to eat. Yeah, please, let's go subscribe. Yeah, someone just said you don't have to subscribe. We don't have to subscribe. You don't have to subscribe, but you come to the stream and you drop your name. I give you a shout out, and you are happy. Now you're saying you don't have to. Yeah, some people are just so selfish. But nevertheless, we move. Okay, big shout out to a big shout out. I love your loud parts of you too. The loud part. Oh dear. Thank you so much. A big shout out to Cecil. No, Lesel. Shout out to Anna Leah. I like your videos. Thank you, gorgeous. I love you all. Yes, I do remember you. Thank you for finding my video again. A big shout out to London. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Chloe. Say me or me leave. Shout out to Cookie Queen. Yeah, when I look at your name, when I saw his Cookie Queen, I said, okay, yeah, she's quite nice. I thought it's another person. Oh, God. I thought it was another person, like, well, no worries. You are my bestie. A big shout out to Javi. A big shout out to Kaden. A big shout out to Zoe. Shout out to Adriana. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Zaya. Hi, Meherima. Hi, Jess. Hi, Chiwen. Thank you. I like you too. Thank you. Got to go. Yes, my darling. I got to go be back. Okay. But I might not be here when you come back. Guys, let's go subscribe, please. Please let's subscribe and like. Thank you. A big shout out to Farhan. Happy birthday, Rosie. Hope you had an amazing day. For me here is night for me here. A big shout out to Angeli. Shout out to Opie. Pride. Pride. Set the alarm. We'll not go do on the way we take do on that day. A big shout out to Milo. A big shout out to Aliyah. Ah, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much. Shout out to Jasin. Shout out to Milo. Shout out to Dradha. Big shout out to Charlotte, your sister. Shout out to Camila. Yeah, we are if you subscribe, we are friends already. You can chat with me anytime, but not when I'm giving shout out, because when I'm giving shout out, the names keep coming and I don't like stopping. Yeah, I don't like saying something else. So it will be like 10 minutes before the end of the stream. So now you can see that I can talk because I'll soon end the stream. So you can put any of your comment, any question that you want to ask. Any comment you want to ask, I will answer you. That's 10 minutes to the end of the live stream. So please, guys, let's go subscribe. A big shout out to Ima, Sophia, Frankie. No, I don't do roadblocks, but I have kids that do it, that play roadblocks. Shout out to Zainli. Shout out to Riesha. They are sleeping. My kids are in bed. Shout out to Rain. Yeah, it's late. It's already past 11, so they're in bed sleeping. I feel like sneezing. It's not coming out. Please come out. It has gone back. You should go to bed. How aren't you tired? Yeah, it's late night already. People said I shouldn't go. You want me to start dozing here? You want me to start dozing, right? I just start dozing. When am I going to end the life? Very soon. Less than 1 minute. Yeah, guys, please let's subscribe. We are not subbing. Please let's go subscribe. Then I'll end it. Let me just give you 1 minute. Please subscribe. Tomorrow I'll be live again. I stream every day. So tomorrow I'll be live again. And if you don't subscribe, you won't see me. I hope I gave everyone shout outs because I really did my best. Yeah, I know I did my best. I gave everyone shout out. I just hope I didn't leave any name out. I hope I called every name today. And it was a long day and I'm happy it has come to an end. Tomorrow is another day. So please subscribe. Let's subscribe and you'll see me tomorrow by God's grace. Are you pretty? Thank you, Kimberly. Please let's go subscribe. Thank you. Please let your kids add me too. Yeah, I don't really know their username. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know my kids' username. I don't know how they do it. But probably when you come tomorrow, tomorrow live stream, and they are with me, yeah, I might ask them. Kenya, Emily, Kathleen, it's time to sleep for me. It is time for me to go to bed. Okay? Are you okay? You look sad. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not sad. I just think it's time for me to go to bed. So I'm just, yeah, a bit calm. It's almost midnight. So I don't have to start going very high. I have to reduce my voice so I don't wake the neighbors. So, so not that I'm sad. I'm just trying to, yeah, talk very low. Yeah. Yeah, it's late for me. This is 11:15 p.m. Guys, tell me well done. Well done, girl. So guys, let's go subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll be leaving you guys now, okay? Be good. 28:3. They are good nights. Guys, please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that I'll meet you tomorrow. If you are just coming now, if you are just coming now, I'm sorry, but I'll definitely see you tomorrow by God's grace. I love you all. Sweet dreams. Don't miss me too much. Don't cry. I'll be back tomorrow.
Let me unplug that one.
I'll be back tomorrow, okay? Bye. Bye-bye. Good night. I love your air. Bye. I'm going to sleep. Don't miss me too much. So yeah, guys, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Bye, darling. Clock it. outfits.